Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Aleph Zero, aka AZERO. It's been a while since we actually talked about this token, but this is still one of those tokens that I'm very excited about long term. I know that a lot of people have compared it to Solana, a lot of people have compared it to other tokens as well. You know, to me personally, I look at a lot of these projects, I'm just like, it's well deserving of a $50+ billion market cap. I just don't understand how people cannot look at some of these projects, look at the technology, look at the tokenomics, look at what is happening and being built, and not see how it can hit, you know, 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 billion market cap. We just recently seen meme coins going absolutely parabolic, hitting billions of, you know, dollars in market cap. To me personally, when we look at these privacy tokens, these utility grade tokens, there is something very special about them. Privacy tokens are something that is remarkable because currently speaking, a lot of individuals crave privacy, especially as we do see CBDCs being brought up in discussion. We see governmental control over finance. I mean, we are starting to see a big problem arise, and it's all centered out on privacy. So as we do look at these privacy tokens, I do think Aleph Zero is one of the most interesting ones. I've talked about this one quite a bit on this channel. Sub $500 million in market cap, sitting at roughly $260 million in market cap, fully diluted about roughly $384 million in market cap. But long term, I can see this thing, like I said, going to roughly 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 billion in market cap. And who knows, it could even hit $100 billion in market cap. We don't know how much hype there will be. But as we do look at the markets, this thing still has a ton of listing potential. Coinbase, Binance, etc. To me personally, Aleph Zero is right on par with Casper. Like, I hold both of these in significant amounts because I believe that long term, like, these things are going to generate a ton of ROI. And I know that to some people, the price will throw them off, like $1.24. Like, a lot of people don't want to invest in it. But when you look at the tokenomics, you look at the market cap, and then you actually look at what's happening on Aleph Zero, instantly you look away when it comes to the price per token. But with that in mind, let's talk about a few things. So as we actually look at the holding addresses, roughly sitting at today's level, 57,609, going all the way back to February 1st. So roughly within 3 months, we have gained a significant 10,000 plus holders. For a token that is, again, not even in the top 100, it's sitting at number 2,695. I think that's because they haven't updated the market cap, the circulating supply, so it's actually gonna get thrown out to like 2,000 plus. I would say it's probably within like the top 500, maybe 1,000, but again, this is one that a lot of people are still overlooking. They don't really know about it. Besides, again, most people that are watching my channel or know about AZERO from somebody else's channel. But as we do look at this thing, and as we actually look at the watch list, there's 60,000 plus watch list for a token that has roughly 57,000 holders. So I see these numbers growing astronomically in the future. And also there is a staking mechanism as well for AZERO, where you could actually stake your tokens if you wanted to. I do think that this one is something very special, considering the fact that when you look at the amount of staking, there is so much being staked here. Very significant. 234 million tokens. Again, when we look at the total supply, there's 308.4 million. So a significant amount of those tokens are locked away in stake, which is awesome. Now, also, with that, we recently just seen Aleph Zero have integration with Ledger. So now you could actually have, it's in dev mode. I'm not too sure if it's going to launch out fully where you could store your crypto over on Ledger, but I think that it's one step closer to that. But again, I think that this is going to be very exciting because a lot of people don't want to really buy tokens unless they can actually store it on Ledger or on DCENT Wallet, etc. Me personally, I'm actually utilizing the Aleph Zero wallet itself, which has been so far very nice to utilize. And I've locked it away since I want to say October, November. And I've just been adding here and there and just sending it over there. But for the most part, very excited about this because, again, it's one step closer to having it, supported on Ledger, which if you guys do want to go get a Ledger, you guys are more than welcome to utilize my link down in the description below, as well as in the comments below. But with that, let's go over here to the weekly updates. So here we have say hello to weekly Aleph Zero development updates. Here's what our R&D teams worked on recently. This was from April 28th. I do have the updated one here as well, but I just want to mention to you guys how much this team is actually putting in the work. So here's the weekly update. Smart contracts incorporating Inc 4.2. Liminal, final benchmarks of alternative proof systems for Shielder. Interoperability, working on the specification of the parachain bridge to .sama. And then infrastructure, load balancer improvements, putting more services behind a VPN, CI/CD pipeline overhaul. Consensus, working on increasing the session committee size, increasing network security as well, which is a big one. We just talked about cybersecurity in my Casper video from yesterday, which is a goal for trillions of dollars. Security is key. Making Aleph BFT backups more resilient. Splitting the committee into block production and finalization. More information available on GitHub as well. And that was, again, the week of April 28th. When we go over here, here is the updated one from yesterday. And we do see as the week passes by, here's what we accomplished since the last update. If you want to give a go to the Inc wrapper, you'll find it here. And here we have the full-on update applications, initial release of Inc wrapper. Liminal. Planning verification system transition from Groth 16 to Plonk based on benchmark results. Funding program, ongoing review of recent submissions, which we'll talk about that here in a second. Aleph Zero Signer, ongoing security audit and implementing suggested improvements, and then other updates. Ledger app live in the dev mode, taking first steps towards Tangem wallet integration as well. Awesome stuff. Love to see it. And then also over here, we do see introducing the ecosystem funding program. It's a holistic initiative designed to support Aleph Zero builders through grants, incubation, acceleration, and more with a $50 million pool of initial resources. Love to see this, and there's going to be a lot more things being built out on Aleph Zero. I am so excited for this. I'm very, very excited for the future because if you actually go over to their website real quick, so I actually included this in a recent video talking about 5 incredible opportunities within the space that a lot of people can, look into. And Aleph Zero was obviously one of them, but this is going to fuel Web3 scalability and privacy. But when you actually go over here to the Explore tab, so you can actually look into the ecosystem, and the ecosystem is extremely vast. We are starting to see this thing pick up. Compared to what there was back in November, this is actually a big change of scenery, which I'm very excited about. And even if you go over here to DeFi, there's actually a lot more DeFi being built out on Aleph Zero, which I love to see. And a lot of these, like if you actually learn more about them, you can look into a lot of this stuff. If you go to their websites, for example, I've been looking at a few of the websites, and yes, some of them are a little weird. I mean, like they don't have a lot of great design on some of them, but for the most part, some of the UI, some of what I've been seeing is very exciting. ABAX is the one that I think I put a spotlight on my last video. When we go check out their website, this thing looks solid. This is what I want to see from pretty much any Web3 app or dApp, whatever. But a lot of these have not launched yet. As you guys do see, like the app has not launched fully, but this thing looks solid. I'm very excited for a lot of this stuff. I think that, again, like Aleph Zero, there's just no way this doesn't become a big player in this space because I've been focused on this thing for so long and the team has been constantly building. I've been looking at the metaverse. The metaverse has been incredible to watch be built out as well. The Darkverse. This thing looks solid. I have never seen the metaverse on any chain look like this. This is so diverse, so different. I personally love this. And this was one of the first images from the interiors of the Babylon cavern, which again, I love this look. I'm I like that like old sort of vibe on like the contrast look. I like this. I like that dark minimalistic too. I mean, this looks just so solid. When we go over to their website as well, we actually have a full-on roadmap. As you guys do see, they are building. They're continuously building out this thing. We've been waiting for this for so long because I've been so excited for this because I think that this launch is going to be very big. Here's what they're doing right now. I don't know when the full game is going to launch. I know that this is going to probably take some time. They do have some beta tests coming up later this year, probably around Q4, I would argue. It might not be Q4, it might be even a little bit later, but we do see that the public launch is roughly around Q1 of 2024, which again, I like to see that this is not being rushed. Like a lot of these major projects, they try to push this thing, like these things out so fast. Me personally, I think that this is great that it's not getting rushed. And again, I love the look of this. This thing looks so incredible. I love to see this. This looks incredible from what I've seen around other metaverses. Like this is so different. It's so different. Now let's talk a little bit about the price chart. So this thing has been, again, when you look at this thing on the 3-day span, you could just kind of see it. We've had these kind of wicks down below this level that we've been looking at. Back here was the time to be buying. This is pretty much where I was buying. It was like the summertime, and we were also buying in November as well as December. Solid buys, and now we're just kind of riding the waves in here. I would argue that if we do lose this level, it's going to be a big signal that we are going to probably go down pretty low. That level would most likely be around roughly, I would say like $1. $1 would be a big area of opportunity in my opinion. That's a level that I'm very interested in if we do lose this level. What I'm personally looking at though is a significant bounce from down here, just to retest roughly around like $1.94. We might come back down, test like a local bottom, flip it into support, and then have that higher continuation and breakout. And this is where we target the all-time highs back here, which again is crazy because this is not too far from today's price. So when this thing does break out into price discovery, it's going to be pretty interesting to see. This is about $1 or $1, 165% run to about $3.10. So again, very excited for Aleph Zero. Been waiting for this thing to really break out for a while. We recently seen a little bit of a run up. I mean, going off of the lows back in the summer from 65 cents all the way to about roughly, almost $2. It's great. It's almost like a 3x there. So very exciting times. Again, I love these privacy tokens. I love AI tokens. I love these utility gems. This thing is something special to me. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me over on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. It's just up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night. Wherever you guys are on this before. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.